Hey buddies, episode 29 and 30 of Critical Role. This is the Birdwatchers video. Beginning of this, we have Octus, Julian, Sid, and Tayor. They are going into the Chaconas to save Mara. There's some fun shenanigans with Thimble not being able to get in and there being a barrier and a drawer, which is a lot of fun. Tayor and Julian do a very cool move to take out one of the people they need to take out in order to get in there. They get in, they get to their main part, pretty much. There's a cool slab that seemed like it was a magical object. They want to lay Dame Saramai to rest, but instead, Octus is given a choice. Alex is given a choice. You can either take something from this place, but it will alert everyone that you are here, but it will give you a boon, like some kind of advantage, or you could not and keep it pushing. And we find out that Alex Ward is just as much of a button pusher as Travis Willingham. Because he chooses the one that alerts everybody. However, we learn that everyone will take double necrotic damage. I cannot think of the word right this second, unless they are already immune to necrotic damage. So when Octus takes this boon, he gives Thimble the ability to not have that issue. Levels up to level 5, which is awesome because they need it, because then the entire room wakes up and he now must turn Dame Saramai into someone who fights for him, which was super duper cool because of the snake stuff. There was cool snake stuff, and there was like poison damage that she was throwing out there and all that cool stuff that didn't help them in any way, shape, or form because everyone was immune to poison damage. But it's fine. This was scary. I thought they were gonna die. Thimble's sword is really cool. There was a shade thing that popped up because they had the candles. They can't see. It's magical darkness. They can only see 5 feet around them. Like, this was rough. And then come to find out it's balanced for 13 players. Get out of there. Leave, please. They get through the first part of this encounter slightly unscathed. They make it to another part. They kind of have to decide what they want to do. This part was a little iffy. Not iffy, but like trying to understand. Oh, no. And then Octus does this thing with he does the blood thing. And I swear he almost mollied himself. Like, it's a strong possibility that he could do that. And he shouldn't. He should not. He should be very, very careful. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? But lo and behold, Octus isn't the one we had to worry about this whole time. They get out of there. They are able to, with rolls and visions of some kind, find kind of where they need to go and what their options are. Julian ends up going to go get a thing for his sister, and he ends up in a room where this dude has gone crazy because he has like a dance spell on him where he can't not dance, so they have him locked up and he's going crazy. Julian gets the thing that he needs, and then he said he wasn't gonna kill that man, but he definitely killed that man and put another notch on his belt. He gives 0 cares. All Chaconas must die. And he then has an option to go help Tayor, who has decided to go see if the 3 statues that they were given the vision of is the stones of the dude they met at the soldiers' table. That's the guy who did the wigs, but the guy who with the knife, tyranny, and the kids, and gave Thimble the sword. That dude. Albed might have actually been his name still, maybe. I think that's what it was. Goes to see if he can figure that out, because he's a great dude who's gonna do that. And unfortunately, he rolled bad and did not find that. Nope, instead he found Julian's daddy as a zombie, along with a whole bunch of other zombies, him and Sid. As that fight's happening, Octus and Thimble are off trying to find and save Mara, which they are able to do. Thimble can get in there, let her out. She can't stop flying because there's spikes under her cage, so she's like exhausted from not being able to land, from constantly having to fly. Like, it's super duper sad and totally messed up what they did. So they're able to free her, which is awesome. Julian ends up getting to them. Before he gets to them, he kind of has a little vision choice thing. You could go help Tayor, or you could just go. And he chooses not to help Tayor. Tayor was able to level up to level 5, and he still ain't make it, and neither did Sid. It was very sad. The desperate measures were used. Like, everything was pulled out. I think in rewatching some of the earlier ones, shout out Scorching Marisha Ray for her edits, that I think Taylor still had some eggs that I wished he would have used, but I don't even know if that would have saved him. Like, he was so surrounded. I don't know what he could have done. I've seen some people say, like, if he had picked up his shield, maybe he would have been able to get out of there a little bit easier. Man, that was rough. Fun. It was fun. Like, so fun. Travis, you could tell, obviously had a great time doing it. It's a game. He knows it's a game. Everyone knows it's a game. So it is fun times, and it was very interesting to see how it played out. Really sad. I know I was like, I don't trust Taylor. I think there's something going on there. But still, it's still, only Taylor is Taylor. And that was just like a plot point that I was hoping might be a thing. But not, it is Taylor. He's Big Lion Man. I wanted to see more of his story for sure. But it's fine. Rough week for Travis's characters though, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. I put in the Discord, like, I need his next character to not be lovable at all whatsoever. And not in a Chetney way, because he ended up being lovable at the end. Like, in I won't care if he dies kind of way, which I don't think is ever going to happen. But it's fine. It's totally fine. The beautifulness of getting the boons for fallen characters that you can, like, give to another character, the lion head. The visual of that, I saw someone did, I can't remember, I'm so sorry, but someone did an animatic of Wick getting the lion head. That made me cry. Like, and the thought, like, Brennan saying, and you know Taylor is gone. Like, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, he has died. It was crazy. And then, as everyone else is getting ready to leave, because Hannon does end up showing up, he found out in the theater that they were coming to do this, got upset that they didn't tell him, and then flew to go. He gets there after Taylor dies. You hear it, and then, but everyone else doesn't know that it's him. So they, like, featherfall out of there. Octus and Julian featherfall out of there. Not Thimble. Thimble goes back to try and find Taylor, and we find out what happens next on tonight's episode of Critical Role, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the reactions that people have to this death. It is another earlier in the campaign death. Much like campaign 2, I don't feel like it kind of had enough time to sit in to the characters' hearts, aside from the people who already have that backstory. Like, Cadigan and Thimble are obviously going to have a very hard time with this. Can't bring them back. There is no resurrection here. Octus is a one-off. There's a cool thought that, like, maybe all the people that do die end up being in the underworld, and there's, like, an underworld table. That would be super duper cool. I don't know if it's going to happen. Or they come back because now Taconis has them. And I saw a comment that was like, what is the Taconis going to do when they have the dead lion man and his brother, and also they're wielding the Einfasen axe? So much fun. We also have a scene with Julian and his shadow. His shadow kind of starts, like, he's leaving the room, and then his shadow starts, like, going through papers and whatnot and pulling stuff out. And his shadow also kind of, like, saved him. We have not delved into this. It was like the first episode, Belair noticed that something was up with his shadow. It's come up a couple of times, but we have no idea. I did see a theory, though, that I really like. The shadow is Thiazi, and that's how he's hiding from the Taconis. I can't wait to see if it's true, or just to see what is happening. What is happening with Julian's shadow, and is he going to be able to utilize it in more ways, and are there mechanics for that? And if there are, let me see them. And that's all I got for that. Let me know what you think below. Let me know if I missed anything. Do what feels kind. Okay, thanks, bye.